Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another products I kind of regret buying, and this one is going to be only makeup products. So basically makeup products which I spend my money on and I regret spending my money on those is going to be today's topic of discussion. So yes, let's get started. um, Firstly, I have an eyeshadow palette which I actually showed you guys in my favorites video. It was my current makeup favorites, something of that sort. I honestly don't even remember what that video was called, but I showed 4 makeup products in that video which I was currently loving, as in I was loving at that time, and this was one of those products. But let me just talk more in detail and tell you guys why I mentioned it in my favorite videos, and then now I'm showing it to you in my regret videos. So yeah, firstly, this is the eyeshadow palette I'm talking about. It's the A1 Holiday Makeup Palette, and it contains 8 eyeshadows and 2 blushes. So yeah, you can clearly tell you have 2 big blushes and then 8 eyeshadows. Now I showed you guys this in my current favorites video a while back, because this is a palette which I bought last year, and I didn't really reach out to this palette as much as my other L'Oreal La Palette Nude, which I have showed you guys in so many videos. So this one I did not reach out to as much, and it had just been lying in my collection. It was just lying just like that, and I wasn't really using it a lot. But now that I have started filming more videos, every single time I film a video, I'm wearing like an eyeshadow look, or maybe I'm filming like makeup look videos. So I was using this palette a lot more, which is why I thought I should show it to you guys in my current favorites. But the more I started using it, the more I realized that, you know what, even though I do really enjoy using certain colors in this palette, but overall in general, when I compare the quality of this palette and the quality of the product and to the price, like when I do a comparison of the quality and the price, it's not worth the money, which is why I think I could have spent my money on something else rather than spending it on this palette. That's the reason why I think it's a regret. Now, for example, just look at this palette. It has a shimmery brown, a gold, a grey toned nude sort of a shade, and then a matte dark brown, and this olive. All these eyeshadows are very smooth and pigmented. Let me actually swatch and show it to you. So yeah, let's swatch this brown first. Can you see how smooth, buttery, and how well it swatched? Just look at it. Now let's swatch the gold next. Can you see? Now let's swatch the olive. Okay, this was not that good, but it's still pretty good. I mean, I should have taken a little more product, I think. Yeah. Can you see? Now let's swatch the matte dark brown. Where should I swatch this? Okay, let's swatch it here. This did not swatch very good, but I can definitely assure you guys that when you actually use like some sort of a like this particular dark brown shade I use in the outer V. So just take any blending brush. I personally use my Colorbar blending brush itself, and just smoke the look a little bit. And this does apply like matte eyeshadows in general don't swatch very well, but you actually need to apply it on the eyelid to see how well it works, and the matte dark brown really works very well. But the other eyeshadows, like for example this white shade, it's extremely chunky. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but you can actually see like chunks, and you actually need to like blend it really well. So while swatching you can do this, but on your eye it's not really, like if you see after you blend it using your finger, can you see how light it looks? Like you can actually use this like a highlight, if you're lighter than me, but otherwise not really. And it's the same case if with the pink, and it just blends into nothing. And the purple is again the same story. So that's the reason I feel out of the 8 eyeshadows, 5 of them are really good. I didn't swatch this grey toned nude shade because honestly it won't even show up on my hand, but you can use it in the crease if you're going for like a cool toned look, something of that sort. It does work really well, I can assure you that. So like I was saying, out of the 8 eyeshadows, 5 of them are very good quality, 3 of them are not really personally my favorite. Now moving on to the 2 blushes that we have. I have never spoken about the blushes in this palette, even though I have mentioned the palette earlier. Now these 2 blushes, let me swatch them. I don't really know, yeah. You can tell when you swatch them. Where should I even swatch it? Okay. So you can see them swatched on my arm. But when you actually take a blush brush and try to apply it on your cheeks, you can't really see any pigment on your cheeks, is what I'm trying to say. Like for example, if we try blending this, you can see, like, you cannot tell there's blush at all. It blends into nothing. Even on the hand, it blends into nothing. And when you take a brush and you apply it, it's like everything just disappears. It is too powdery and it blends into absolutely nothing, which is why I am not a fan of these blushes at all, and I just don't think it's worth the money. By the way, this palette is priced at 1,800, which is a lot. Now I do have like a comparison to show you guys, which I recently spoke about on my channel. So I did create an eye look using this palette, and I'm not sure if that has been uploaded yet. I think I'm gonna upload it on Wednesday. Like today is Sunday, when I'm filming, I'm gonna upload it on Wednesday. But I think, yeah, the December fab bag video is up on my channel already. I will leave a link in the description box if you haven't checked it out yet. And in that video I have swatched this palette. So I'm talking about the Sugar Cosmetics Blend the Rules eyeshadow quad. I have the shade 05 Irreplaceable, and these have some, the brush fell again, this happens every single time when I open it. So this has some really pretty shimmery eyeshadows and also a matte dark brown. So there are 3 shimmery eyeshadows and 1 matte dark brown. Now I prefer eyeshadow palettes like these, where you might have less colors but then all the eyeshadows are of very good quality. I won't really swatch all of these eyeshadows all over again because firstly I have no space, and secondly I have swatched them already in the December fab bag video. Now all of these swatch really well, and all the eyeshadows are of really good quality. So even though it is it's kind of pricey, I think this is for how much it's priced at, I think $6.99 or $7.99. Yeah, it is $6.99, so that is basically 700 rupees. So you get 4 eyeshadows for 700, so that is like 175 per eyeshadow. But since the quality is really good, I think spending 175 on one eyeshadow is worth the money. There is you're spending 1,800 for just 5 good eyeshadows, and the rest of it is all just crap. So that's the reason why I think it's not worth the money spending on this. And that's the reason why I do feel that I genuinely do regret spending 1,800 on this palette, and I will never ever recommend you to get it, even though I do use this palette and I will continue to use it in my future videos when I do create makeup looks, because I am a small YouTuber. I don't have a ton of eyeshadow palettes in my collection. So if I do think that the gold is really pretty or the shimmery brown would look very good, then I will use it. But that does not mean that I recommend this palette to you. It's just that the shades are really pretty, but the palette overall is not worth the money. So yeah, moving on. Next, I have been talking about this palette for 10 minutes. Oh my god. Now let's quickly move on The next product which I regret buying is this concealer, which is also by Avon. It's the Avon True Color Luminous Concealer Stick in the shade Medium Wheat. Now they have two shades only, and it's basically a stick concealer. This one has a very dry formula, and it's not just this concealer. I feel foundation sticks and even concealer sticks can be very drying in general, and this one is also extremely drying. So yeah, I think that's the reason why I don't really think it's worth the money, because it's very dry. So if you have dry skin, you will automatically have dry under eyes as well. Like, under eyes are still always dry. Like, I have oily skin, but my under eye area is definitely more dry than the rest of my face. So yes, I think that's the reason why I do regret spending my money on this. And also, since it's a very light shade, I can't really use it like a foundation stick. I mean, I do have a Lotus Herbals foundation stick, which is pretty good. It has a drier formula, but it's still usable enough, and it's actually pretty good. I do really enjoy using it. It's also very affordable. But this one, I just can't find any way to use it. I'll probably just declutter it. And yes, I will definitely not recommend you to get it, because I don't think it's worth spending your money on it. Moving on, next is another base makeup product, which is the L'Oreal Infallible Powder Foundation. I showed this to you in my birthday haul video. I bought this along with the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation, which I absolutely freakingly love. But this powder foundation, no. First of all, it claims to last for 24 hours, just like the foundation. But you know what? This one does not last even for an hour. I'm wearing it currently on my face right now. This is the only base makeup that I have. I'm not wearing any other base makeup, and it does look very good on camera, but in person, if you come really up close, you can see it does look very patchy, especially around my forehead, around my T-zone. On my cheeks it's still fine, but it does look very patchy in person. But since it has very good coverage, is why I use it when I'm filming videos, because I don't really need to use a foundation. Apart from this, I can just use this and I'll be sorted. So that's the reason why I will continue using it when I film videos, but I will not recommend this to you at all. Also, it's very expensive. It's 1300 rupees, which is a lot of money. You can honestly just spend 100 more rupees and buy the foundation, which is I think 1400. But this one is definitely not worth the money, at least in my personal opinion. Moving on, next is another product. This is the Lakme Absolute Illuminating Shimmer Brick. Now, I did mention this in my drugstore foundation routine, and every single time I film a video, this is the blush that I wear. I'm not wearing it currently. I'm not wearing any blush. I'm only wearing highlighter today, and you can see it's popping. But yeah, this I did mention in my drugstore foundation routine because I was using it, but the more I used it, the more I realized that I'm not a fan. I'm definitely absolutely not a fan of like shimmery blushes. There was one by Essence, which I am planning to declutter as well from my collection, because the more I wear these products, the more I realize that I do not enjoy using them. I've realized I prefer matte blushes more. Like, I have a Colourpop duo, which is called the Knockout palette, and it's got a highlight, which is not the one I'm wearing currently, and it also has a matte blush, which is so pretty. I definitely prefer matte blushes over shimmery ones, and this particular shimmer brick is overly shimmery. Like, it is very shimmery. I will try using this as an eyeshadow. I haven't done that yet, but I definitely do not want to wear it anymore as a blush, because I don't like the way it looks anymore. So yes, that's the reason why I do regret buying this. It was $7.25, so not exactly very affordable. So I will try and use this like an eyeshadow and see how it works, and let you guys know if it works better that way or something like that. So yes, that was that. Now, moving on to the last product, which will actually come as a shocker to a lot of you, because this, I feel, is a cult favorite product, but I personally think it's not worth the money. So I'm talking about a matte lipstick, and it's in the shade Meher. So this is what the outer packaging looks like. Yeah, Now, MAC does have a lot of different formulas. They have creme sheen, amplified, they have matte as well. Then they have the retro matte ones, which I haven't tried. But yeah, the other formulas, this particular one, when I bought it was 1500, but then later on I saw on Nykaa it was for 1650. So I'm not sure if they have increased the price after GST or something of that sort. I don't really know, but bought this for 1500. It's in the shade Meher, which is also like a cult favorite. Like a lot of people say that it's the perfect ML baby shade, or it's a really beautiful mauve shade. Now it depends again from skin tone to skin tone, and no doubt it's a very beautiful shade. This is what it looks like. But the reason why I regret spending my money on this is because of the formula. It's not long lasting at all. First of all, it's very comfortable, so that is a good thing. But what matters to me when I'm spending so much of money on a lipstick is how long lasting it is. Even though it is comfortable, I feel after I eat something, it like just disappears from the center part. Like it gives me those butthole lips, and I'm not fond of that at all. And when I spend 1500 on a lipstick, I feel at least it should last throughout the day. And honestly, I'd heard so many good things about MAC lipsticks in general that I was very disappointed when I tried out this one. And yeah, that's the reason why I think spending so much of money, even though it's high end, it's not like Lakme or L'Oreal, which are like drugstore brands. It is high end, but if it is high end, then it should also be better in quality. It's just that I don't know, I think I'm repeating this over and over again, but when I spend 1500, I deserve to get good quality as well. That is what I personally feel. Like there are lipsticks which are, the one I'm wearing currently is Runaway Russet, by the way. It's by Streetwear, and it's a 200 rupee lipstick, but this one also leaves a stain after I have a meal. It does not completely stay put, but it still leaves behind a stain, and it does not look uneven or really patchy or anything of that sort. So similarly, there are even lipsticks which are like 400, 500, 600, but they're still pretty long lasting. They would last throughout the day. They leave behind a stain even after a very very oily meal. This one, if I eat something very oily, it will completely disappear. So yeah, that's the reason I feel it's just not worth the money. I know I was talking too much. It's like an 80-minute long video, but I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, then definitely subscribe to my channel and hit on the notification bell button to be updated every time I post a new video. I do have a lot of other similar videos. I have empties videos. I do have maybe one or two. I have a face washes that I regret watching video, and a ton of other videos on my channel which you can also check out. I will also mention my social media handles in the description box. I have an Instagram and my Snapchat, so you can also follow me there. Also, if you have tried out any of these products, I'm sure you would have heard a lot about MAC lipsticks, and if you have tried any MAC lipsticks, if you own them, then if it's Meher or if it's any other formula or anything of that sort, you can definitely let me know your opinions in the comment section down below as well. Even the other products like the Lakme Illuminating Shimmer Brick or the L'Oreal Powder Foundation, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about the powder foundation honestly, but if you have tried it out, or if you've heard something from maybe a friend or a family member, an acquaintance, definitely leave it in the comment section. I would love to chat about these products in the comment section with you guys, to know your opinion and what do you think about these products. So you can definitely comment all of that down below. And yes, that is it for this video. It's crossed 90 minutes at this point, so I definitely have to sign off now. So yes, thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, bye.